Hi everybody, welcome to the Boys Western Soccer Programme for 2020. I'm sure it's a year we'll all remember for many different reasons. But I just want to talk about the season ahead and what it is to look forward to. I'm going to go through tonight, just talk about what we've done in the tryouts, what the season ahead looks like, and then again what our thoughts are as coaches and what we want to look forward to for the season. I want to just start on thanking my captains, Danny, Strauchy and Janik. They've done really well in the off-season. The boys have come in super fit, and I think it's always a good sign about where the rest of the players are, and it shows great leadership when the boys come in fit and ready to go. So again, thank you to my three captains. They've done an outstanding job. I want to thank my captain's parents. Again, an unprecedented year. I know each captain's parents get feedback from the parents who've been before, and not to prepare them for this, but I know they've done a great job already, especially with communicating with you guys, so thank you to them. I want to thank the high school and Mark Berkowitz. They're doing everything they can possible to make sure we have a season. I know it's not easy. They've got so many sports to take care of, but again, they're doing everything they can, so I just want to thank them. Tryouts, the staff this year. I want to go through the staff. So head coach for varsity is going to be me. I'm going to be assisted by Chris Myers, Coach Myers, and Kenny Guerin, Coach Guerin. And then the JV coach is going to be Chris Myers, and he's going to be assisted by me. So both of us are really looking forward to working with both teams, or the squad as we like to call it. Tryouts this week. Again, because of cohort groups we can only do 1 hour with each cohort group, so a little bit of reduced time, but it doesn't mean the boys weren't pushed and weren't challenged. We started with 54 kids. We're currently down to 46 right now. I'm going to keep the tryouts open until the September 25th, because on September 21st we can actually go full contact and we can have everyone playing against each other. So I think it's only fair that I get to see all the boys in a competition style, again full contact before I make my final decision. So we're keeping that open. We spoke to a few boys about it, so they are prepared for it, knowing that our final decision's not made. I was impressed with the boys. Considering the season that lies ahead, the uncertainty, it's very easy, especially for young men, to just disengage, disconnect, and think, it's not worth it. I don't think it's even worth bothering working out for. But the 46 players that are remaining, every one of them have definitely gone out and got fit and got healthy and pushed themselves. And again, I think it comes from great leadership from the captains and the seniors. So every boy's ready to play, every boy's geared up and just focused on the season ahead. So I'm very proud of all the boys. Very proud of what they've done, what they've achieved, and they haven't used COVID as an excuse to not come in fit. For me, it's just like a normal season ahead in front of us, the standard that's come in. So again, very proud of the boys. They've took it to heart and they've really focused on it. So yeah, really good job this week at tryouts. The season ahead, practices will be in the evening. It's going to be from 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. That's definitely going to be the case now until the 21st of September. I don't know how we're going to do yet. Chris Myers, Coach Myers and I are going to get together and work it out. I don't know if we can have all 6 cohorts at the same time. We can't have all 6 cohorts at the same time. We're going to have to split it up an hour each. That's still the law. We've got to do an hour. So some cohorts might have a night off. Again, we've just got to put a schedule together, and I'll get that out to you guys as soon as I can. We're not going to start again till next Tuesday. I've given the boys the long weekend off, and then again we'll start on Tuesday. I'm trying to arrange a friendly game for the varsity team for the week of the 21st. Again, I don't know if restrictions is going to stop us from doing that, but I'll try my best to get one. And also I'll try and get the JV team a game, but we actually can't do that until the week of the 21st. And some of the conferences like the FCAC can only play teams within their own league that they've been placed in. So again, in terms of who we can play against, we're really restricted. So I don't know if that's going to happen, but I will try my best. Going forward into the season, the JV team will be playing on Saturdays, and Saturdays only their games. They'll be playing 2 round robin games. Each game will have 2 30-minute halves. And obviously there'll be a break in between the game, and then they'll play another game. I think it's going to be over 5 Saturdays, so we're going to try and get them 10 games over the season. Varsity will play 12 games in total. They'll play 10 games in the regular season, and then they go into sort of like a playoff. But all 8 teams in our division will make it to the playoffs, and number 1 seed will play against 4 seed, 2 will play against 3, and so on and so on. And the winners will play against each other, and the losers will play against each other. So the winner of 1 versus 3 will play against the winner of 2 versus 4, and the loser of 1 versus 4 will play against the loser of 2 versus 3. So everyone plays, and that will total 12 games for the season. There is no SWC Championship, and there is no State Cup competition, unfortunately, this season. But again, we've got 12 games in. I'm excited about it, and I think it's another opportunity for us to stamp our authority as the strongest program in the conference. This has come on the back of 2 years where we've been to the SWC final twice. Before that, we'd never been to the final before. So to win it in 2018, and then to go back again and get to the final last year, and then again, I think a really, really strong squad this year. So for me and Chris, our goal is again to get to the final per se. We get there, we finish the number 1 seed, and then we play in the final. That's our goal for this season, and we're going to be challenging the boys and pushing the boys to get that as well. For the whole program, Coach Chris and I used to like to call it a squad. We have a JV team and a varsity team, but we like to call it a squad. JV players who get assigned to the JV team doesn't necessarily mean they won't get any varsity time. It's happened many times over the years that if we feel like a JV player is doing well, we will bring them up to a varsity game and give them some varsity exposure just to see how they do. And then vice versa, if there's a varsity player who might be lacking a little bit of confidence, or might be injured, we might give them a JV run out again just to build up the fitness or just to re-establish some bit of confidence. So we do move players about, and again, we like to use it as a squad. It's not set. So if your son gets a varsity uniform or a JV uniform, that doesn't mean they're not going to play on either team. So we like to keep it fresh. We like to keep players moving about. And we generally do have JV practices on our own, and then varsity practices on their own as well. I generally do that just so we can have the field space. I feel it's important that we get a lot of tactical work in, and you can only do that if you've got the full field to use. So it doesn't happen very often where we have the JV and varsity practice at the same time. Again, we just need the field space. As you know, I can only play 11 people on the field, and I think every coach can only do that. So only 11 people can go on the field. I know soccer's a game of opinions, which I respect. I've watched the game all my life, coached the game all my life. So if you have an issue as a parent with your son not playing what you think the playing time they should be getting, or that you think they should be starting, I highly, highly, highly encourage you to have your son to talk to Coach Chris and I. We want the best for them. We see things differently. We work with them every day. We see things, obviously the kids see things, you see things, and the only way we get to the bottom of that is if we communicate. And Coach Chris and I have over 40 kids to watch and keep an eye on. So sometimes we miss something. We don't always get it. We don't always see a kid being down, or we don't always see a kid being upset. So if your kid comes home and starts, being upset, please don't jump to conclusions. I've had so many players before, good players, that fall off the program because it's not handled properly. It's made out like it's a personal thing, like, we don't like them, or it's this, and it's so far from the truth. We want every kid to be successful. We want every kid to be happy, and I believe that the only way we can do that is if your child comes and talks to us. I think once we get it out in the open, they'll see that we want the best for them, and that we're going to help them there to get there. We've picked them. They've gone through the tryouts. We've selected them, so we believe in them. But it could be just a little thing that's missing that we're looking for them to do more. And again, we don't always see it. We don't always catch it. And we don't always explain it properly. So again, I just encourage them to come and reach out to us. Please resist from reaching out yourself. Calling me, emailing me, please resist from it. I generally don't answer you back because I believe it's time for your son to take that responsibility. It's them who's out on the field every day. It's them who wants it. And again, after they've left me and they've gone off to college, or they've gone off to a job, they do have to, approach college people and employees themselves. They can't have the parents come. So I believe it's good experience for them to do that. And that's really it. Again, usually I'm out in front of you guys. It's usually my most scariest night of the year is standing in front of 100 parents, but I'm actually missing it tonight, not seeing you all, and and again, just standing in front of the boys and telling them how proud I am face to face of what they've just gone through the last 4 days. It is a different season. But Coach Chris and Coach Kenny and I are not going to be working any less. We're going to be out there all the time, pushing the boys, driving the boys. This is their team, this is their dreams, and we're here to facilitate that to our best of ability. And again, we want to, get to the end of the season and the boys be happy for what they've done and what they've achieved. Again, I think we're the best program in the conference. I think we've shown that the last 2 years. So again, we want to back that up and have a winning season as it is. Any questions, regarding what the content of tonight and what I've spoken about, please reach out. Again, what I've spoken about tonight, what I've said about, if I haven't covered anything, please reach out. But once we get into the season, again, just leave it for your son and I and Coach Chris to deal with it. And I promise you, we will do our best by your boys. We love them all. We love working with them all. We've had a really good week together. And just trust us. This is 11 years now I've been doing this with the Western High School, and I've seen progression over the years in myself as a coach and then again as the squad, and that just comes from building up relationships. So yeah, reach out if you want us to talk about anything that you've seen tonight or heard tonight, and thank you again for all your support, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to work with your boys. Thank you.